Once I heard that all religions are only about the rules. Maybe you heard or believe this too. If you look at some religious people, even their rules have rules. But then there's Jesus, who ignores rules to do good. He even says that if you love God and love people, you won't need any other rules. In the Bible, we see a group of men called Pharisees who love making rules for their rules. They sit and wait for someone to break their rules so that they can condemn them and call them evil. Once they did this very thing to Jesus. One Saturday, or Sabbath, Jesus goes to a synagogue to teach. It's sort of like a church, mosque, or temple, a place where men gather to talk about God. Of course, the Pharisees are there too. They would never miss a chance to show others how holy they are. But there is someone else there, a less than ordinary man. His hand is crippled, so he has to work extra hard to do anything, because only one of his arms worked. Either way, he decided he would go to the synagogue to learn about God. While there, he sees and hears Jesus teaching. He teaches differently than the other teachers, and he has heard that Jesus can also heal people. Maybe, just maybe, Jesus can heal him too. Oddly, the Pharisees, who normally avoid this crippled man, are delighted to see him. But not for the reason you would think. They don't care that he wants to learn about God. They only see an opportunity to trap Jesus. Maybe Jesus will break the rules. Then they can discredit his teaching and show everyone how evil Jesus is. So they turn to Jesus and ask a simple question. Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath? The man's hopes are suddenly crushed. Of course it's not, he thinks. And if you heard the 10 Commandments, you might also know that one of the commandments says to keep the Sabbath day holy. The Pharisees took this to mean that you couldn't do anything that could possibly look like work. So no work, no healing. The crippled man will lose his one chance to be made well. But Jesus looks at them and answers with another question. If one of your pets falls and is injured on a holy day, would you help him? The Pharisees refused to answer, knowing that they would undermine their own argument. Then Jesus angrily continues, Of course you would. This man is much more valuable than one of your pets. It is always lawful to do good. The man's heart jumps. Jesus values me. Although crippled, Jesus sees me. He cares for me. At that, Jesus reaches out and heals the man. His fingers start to move for the first time. And then Jesus says, Your sins are forgiven. Not only does Jesus value, see, and heal, Jesus forgives the man's sins. The Pharisees are furious that Jesus ignored their rules. Jesus does good. He heals, he forgives, he helps, even when others say that he shouldn't. Thank you for watching. Consider liking, subscribing, or sharing this video with a friend.